Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, man. This topic, glory. Let's try that again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Idah, and this topic, I can't downplay it. This topic is fire. Regardless, this topic is about to be fire. This is Idah Alisha back with another video, and this video is for you gentlemen. I'm a gentleman. When the gentleman, you want to know our insights as women and why we do the things we do, this is your what do you call it, this is your topic today. And when you see the book, you know it's serious business. I mean business. And when you see the wine, you know I'm nervous AF, and I'm just super nervous about this topic. Now this topic, as you can tell from the title, I don't know what to call this thing. It's called the title. Yeah, it's why do women cheat? All right, now did you know that, and I did my research, so you know, trying to be smart out here. Trying to be smart. So did you know that 43% of women cheat to revenge? Did you know that? I bet you didn't. And this is according to psychology, so this is real, okay? So 43% of women cheat to revenge. So if you're out here, brother, and you cheated on her and she said, oh baby, I forgive you, we're gonna work through it, my friend, just pray that she's not in that bracket. The 43%, pray she's not in that bracket. Anywho, I went on my Instagram and I asked my ladies, hey ladies, the men would want to know, why do we cheat? Why do we, you know, we're in a relationship, we're happy, or I don't know, but you know, it gets to a point where you're unhappy all of a sudden and you want to cheat. Why do we do that? And I had a lot, and I promise you, a lot of response, and it was very overwhelming. Like an hour into the question, I had more than like at least 100 or even over 100 responses. And that's very weird. Like an hour into it, I had over 100 responses, which was insane. So imagine I had to sit down, and what I did was I filtered out the like results or responses. I filtered them out, and they were so similar. I filtered them out to I think 11, no, 10. They were so similar, you'll be surprised. Like women cheat for the same reasons. So hey men, if you're wondering why she cheated on you, or you're like, what did I do, or you just want to know why she would cheat, this is why. This is the reason why. I mean this is why. So first of all, cheating, I need you to understand that cheating is a choice. Cheating, I mean, I know I just said psychology proves that 43% of people cheat to revenge, you know, because of anger, and they want to revenge. But I still want to say this, and this is my belief: cheating is a choice. Nobody or no kind of situation can make you cheat. You can say, oh, I cheated because it's a choice. You choose to cheat, so period. Okay, we can we can't fight this. It really is a choice. Regardless of what led us there, it's a choice. And the first thing women were talking about, the first thing, and I wrote how many responses that I counted before the post expired, because like, man, it was a lot. I had to count like maybe 8 hours after I put up the post on my Instagram. By the way, if you've not followed me on my Instagram, here it is. Okay, good, thanks. Follow me on my Instagram so we can keep interacting more, and that's why I ask about topics that I'm about to put up here. So yeah, so I had to count at least 8 hours into the question. I counted, and these are the results that came in. So 86 responses, 86, right? 86 said attention. Women cheat because of lack of attention. Now men, when you're chasing us, you give us all the attention. Like you're texting us, what are you doing? You're texting us, what are you wearing today? You're texting us, how was your day? Good morning, good night. That's the one reason why we fall for you. And that's the one reason why we're like, you know what? Yeah, you know, I see myself with him. I could, you know, we could make this relationship thing work. But then we get into a relationship with you and you forget why we're in a relationship with you, because you courted us and you chased us and whatever, and you forget that. And so 86 women said they seek for attention. I mean, they cheat for attention because their attention is missing. You know what I mean? Like, men, I know you have work, and I know you have your boys, and I know you have a social life, but make sure you give your woman attention. Really, make sure you know. Someone broke it down and they said it really nicely. They said, you've given me so much attention when we were courting, when we were whatever. When I said yes to you, you're like, okay, it's like a race. Unajua, for men, it's like a race. You ran and you won. And winning is you got the woman, right? So you won. And then after that, you're sitting down to relax. And women are like, you just got me. Let's keep doing this thing. You know what I mean? But men relax and they stop giving us attention. And let me tell you, if there's anything that feeds a woman, is attention. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a woman, I know. I swear to God, I know. I'm a woman 100%. I know. Attention, even when it comes from the wrong person, we enjoy it. Sadly, sadly enough, even when it comes from the wrong person, we still enjoy it because that's who we are. We're women, we like attention. Now, I feel I wrote attention like 4 times because, that's what women kept saying. The other thing that, of course, obviously, and I told you 86 people said attention, and then revenge. I told you, according to psychology, 43% of the women cheat because of revenge. They say, so if you've cheated, chances of you being cheated on are very, very high. The second thing that I got a lot of women, commenting on was revenge. And this was 42 people. It's funny because the percentage is 43% and 42 people. I got here, mama, sorry. 42 people said revenge. And somebody said, my boyfriend cheated on me. I promised him I had forgiven him, but I was still angry. And until I revenged, that's when I let go of it. I was like, sis, didn't they tell you that I was a savage? Your horse in a carriage. Revenge, boys, revenge. That's why people cheat. Women cheat. The other thing was when they feel like their time is being wasted. And this is odd, right? Because women usually know what they want. You get to a certain age, like the age that I'm in. The age I am right now. Ikizugu, please, thank you. So like at my age, I know what I want, right? So if you meet somebody who's not giving you what you want, I feel like you should shut them off. But apparently women don't do it. Sometimes we just like, we just tag you along. Because we're also, I told you, we really like attention. We're lonely creatures. So if you give me attention, I'm like, I'm gonna string him along, see how long it lasts. If I find the one I'm looking for, sure. If not, this one I can mold him like this, and he'll fit my perfect man. You know what I mean? And so some of the women said when they feel like their time is being wasted, like, I know for sure I don't want a future with you, but you're here right now. I'm like, okay, so stay here. So you and I are in a relationship, right? But as the reason as to why I cheat is because I know there's nothing here. I'm looking for my potential husband or life partner or whatever you may call it. Sadly true. I know the feeling. I am a woman. I relate 100%. The other one was loyal men have really bad sex. Men with the good are really broke and tend to be hoes. Men, can a moment of silence for the men? Wait, this is so true. Really loyal men. And okay, see, this is what they feel, the women out there, the women that I asked, this is what they feel. And I got this, I didn't write how many times I got the same answer, but I know people said bad sex, but it was a bad sex. I hope it doesn't sound like butt, no. Bad sex is why they cheat. And sadly true. The really nice loyal men tend to have really bad lungula game. And the really like broke ones, the ones you just don't even see a future with, the one that is just maybe still is 32, they live with their mother, or the ones that are really like out here messing with a lot of women, and we call them hoes because that's what they really are. Those are the ones that tend to have really good. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's sadly true, but this is what I feel and this is my opinion. If you meet someone and they have bad sex according to you, I feel like if you guys have an understanding, you get to create something that's good for both of you. That's just me. I feel like you can always teach somebody what works for you, or what works for them, they can always teach you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that shouldn't be a deal breaker, but apparently to a lot of women it is. I feel like that shouldn't be a deal breaker. I don't feel like it would be a deal breaker for me personally, and this is my honest opinion, but it is a deal breaker to a lot of women. And so yeah, that's another reason why they cheat. The other thing which I found that I felt really strongly was when they are accused of cheating for a long time, so they end up doing it anyways. Yo, have you ever heard the song, I might as well have cheated on you? As much as you accuse me of cheating, I should have cheated. That's how women feel. Let me tell you, when you tell a woman, oh, you're cheating on me, right? Why are you texting him? You're cheating on me. You know, eventually we get tired. We're like, well, shit, I might as well do this one thing you keep accusing me of doing. You know what I mean? And women cheat because of that. Like, you drive your woman to cheat. And I'm not saying it's not the same case for men. That will be a separate topic. And I cannot wait to hear what the brothers have for me. I cannot wait to hear it. But yeah, for women, like, you accuse me so many things of doing something, I'll be like, screw it. I might as well. Like, you already punished me for a mistake I haven't done, so why not? You know? Another thing was, and 22 people said this. Out of all the people that had responded, 22 people said this, and they said for money. Right? I'm like, man, are you there? Kuteseka ni kwa muda, you know, ati heri ulie kwenye boda ama ucheke kwenye baiskeli. I don't know. The question is money. I felt like a younger generation answered this. And when I was younger, maybe I thought about, oh, he has to have money. But then the older you get, you're like, listen, money is a non-factor. When you find a good person who is at least working, let me tell you, I have dated men. Oh, Lord help me. Jesus, Father, Lord, Christo, cleanse me, Lord. I have dated really lazy men. And like I said, I've said this in my previous video. I think the things that turn me on and turn me off video, if you haven't watched that, go watch it. It's right here, like on my page. Go watch that. See the things that turn us off and on. So, you know. So yeah, I've dated men that are super lazy, and I'm like, oh my god, I fall in love with potential. That's exactly what I said in that video. And yeah, maybe that should stop too. Damn it, this is such a controversial topic, because I don't want you to cheat for money, because money is very temporary and it's a non-factor in a relationship. And I know this could be misconstrued, but then if you date somebody who doesn't have money, they have no intentions of getting money, they are a leech, all they depend on is you, okay, that's a problem too. Well, shit, well, I'm not gonna justify this. Women said they cheat because for money, period. I don't have anything to say about that. I can't justify it. They cheat because of money, period. Oh, this is good. Another one was sexual satisfaction. I'm leaving the biggest topic for last, which is about to come anyway. Sexual satisfaction. Do you know how many women said this? Guess. Yeah, no, you're so close. 63. I'm telling you, I sat down. I was gonna shoot this video on Monday. It's currently Wednesday night. I was gonna shoot this video on Monday, but I could not finish counting these responses and writing them down. Imagine, all these people said sexual satisfaction. I have nothing to say about it. At least you know now, man. Sexual satisfaction. Some women cheat because of that. I feel like if we communicate as men, right now I'm talking to you boys. If you communicate, ask your lady, do you like this? Do you want this? How does this feel? We could not cheat if at least you try to show effort in trying to learn what we like, what we feel. And I feel like, so right now in my African culture, it's not something we talk about like so openly. We don't sit down and talk about sex. We don't teach our women what to do. We don't, in some cultures, let me say it's an exception, they do, but it's not very typical of the African culture to talk about sex or how does this make you feel or how this makes you feel. It's not. So women grow up really shy. And so when a boy or man asks you, hey baby, how does this feel, you're like, it's okay, even when it's not. I feel like it's a culture we need to now break. I mean, can we be free? I mean, can we let our women talk, communicate, and be able to express themselves, you know? And then that will reduce or lessen the chances of cheating. The last one, which is a really big one. I feel like of all the people who answered this, like I got this. You see the other numbers I told 43, 50, 40 whatever, 70 whatever. Guy, I'm so ashy. Okay, scratch that, pretend you didn't see. But like the biggest number said emotional disconnect. Now, I have a story for you. I was once in a relationship. Hello, story of my life. I'm always in one, or whatever. It's not about me. Okay, bye. So I was in a relationship that was I feel like I've talked about this relationship in one of my videos. Also, it's called Dating an Abuser. Go watch it. Oh my god, it's very messy. Go watch it. I was in that relationship, right? And then I met this guy who was super nice to me. He didn't want anything from me, at least I think so, but he was really nice to me. He was just a pure friend, and we used to talk, and I was going through whatever I was going through at the time, so I was super vulnerable. And he used to come to my workplace sometimes. He'll see me, he'll be like, hey, did you eat lunch? I'm like, yeah, of course, I ate lunch, blah, blah. He'll be like, when you get off work, call me. We'd go out for happy hour, we'll sit down, eat. And I hated going home to the man that I was in a relationship with. I hated it because my relationship was such a disaster. I hated going home to him. So I would kill as much time outside as I could before I went home. And so I ended up, in a week, I would spend time with this man for at least like 4 days in a week. Spend time with this man every time I left work. And because my significant other knew I would be home at whatever time, he never questioned anything. And anyway, this relationship sucks. We barely talk. There's zero communication. So, right? I ended up getting into like a very emotional relationship with him, if I could say this. Excuse me. I don't want to call it an emotional relationship, but I felt like I was cheating emotionally with this man because he knew how I felt. If I had a long day at work, he's the guy I told. If my mom had told me something and it's a new discussion into the family, I would go and tell him. Like, me and him really bonded. And I feel like I had such a strong emotional connection with him than I did my partner at the time. And it was just the best thing I have ever experienced. Even to date, I look back and I'm like, should I be regretting having this relationship with this man? I don't think so. He was one of my really good friends. He listened to me. He never made any sexual passes at me. And I felt so safe with him. And it got to a point that I thought about, you know what? If he ever makes sexual pass, I'd probably let him do it because I feel so much for him. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you this story to understand women. Now, women are very emotional creatures. If I get somebody who understands me, and I don't even care for you to understand me 100%, do at least 60. Sit down, ask me, how was your day? And if I'm venting about Carol from work, or Jane or Judy or Julia from work, and I don't need you to try and dilute the situation. I just need to vent. Just listen. You know what I mean? Listen. You don't need to. The one thing I tell men is you don't need to solve my problems. I know how you're built as a man is for you to think, you have a problem. I'm a problem solver. I'm going to do this and this and fix you. Don't fix me. I just need you to listen. Half the time, women just need you to listen. You know what I mean? Tell me, just be an ear. An ear. Don't make me feel like, oh, you're trying to fix me. I'm like, I just want you to listen. You know what I mean? And so you find somebody who's willing to listen. They just sit there. Half the time we just went to a bar, had 1 or 2 drinks, had dinner, and he's like, how are you feeling now? Are you feeling like you're ready for work tomorrow? And I'll be like, yeah, I guess I am. I feel so much better. He'd give me a tight hug, make sure I get home safe. He'd either get me a cab or drive me back home. And he'd drive me back. You know what I mean? Like, it's pure friendship, which I got so emotionally attached to a point I didn't care if it became physical. And that's us, man. That's us. If you're watching this video, if you have such a strong emotional relationship with your partner, chances of cheating are very, very minimal. I swear, in fact, maybe zero. Because women are emotional creatures. Now, men, that's a whole different story. That has to be a whole other topic, because man, it's a long one. But that's one of the biggest reasons that we cheat. I wrote down another point, which says when he treats other females better than he treats you. Now, have you ever had a man who works maybe at whatever office, right? There's females in there. When you sit down, maybe visit him at work, or you meet a coworker, you see how he treats this coworker, and you're like, I wish he treated me the same. Or when you hang out with your friends, you see how he's like, hey, Ida, you want a glass of water? I'm going to the bar anyways, I'll grab you a glass. You know, you see how he treats these other women, you're like, I wish he treated me the same as he treats these other women in his life. And that's another reason why women cheat, because we're like, we see how you treat other people, right? Other women, and we're envious of how you treat other women. So we're like, whatever, screw this. If he can't treat me the same way he's treating people who he's not in a relationship with, I might as well. Another thing is when he stops, I already talked about this, when he stops chasing you. You know, the race I was talking about, when he's feeling like he's scored and that's enough. So he starts, you know, just treating you regular, like, oh, you know, like whatever. Like he would buy a new dress, he wouldn't even notice, you know what I mean? We've already talked about that. Man, you need to style up, you need to change that. Another thing was that, actually this I read on the internet and I thought it was very interesting. I said I'll share it. It's people cheat when they try to find meaning in life. I was like, really? People do that? But it's on the internet, you gotta trust the internet. But I said people cheat when they try to find meaning in life, and it gave an example, like when you're 19 and you're about to turn 20, or when you're 29 about to turn 30, 39 about to turn 40, you're trying to find a new meaning, a new challenge, a new something, and it leads you to cheating, which I thought was very stupid. But it's on the internet, people. I can't fight the internet, I won't win. So that's another reason. And the thing I want to tell you is, sometimes people are not meant to be in our lives for a reason. And I don't personally condone cheating. Listen, I am the queen of breakups. Yo, I don't cheat. Oh, I did this thing on my TikTok where this lady was saying I don't cheat, I leave, my happiness comes first. Yeah, man, I live by the same. I don't cheat, man. I'd rather leave if you make me unhappy. I'd rather step, and I would pray for the same grace for, you know, the future, because I've been cheated on in the past and it fucking sucks. Oh my god, it sucks. You feel less of a person, you feel pain, betrayal, you feel so many emotions that make you feel so bad as a person that you stop questioning why they cheated, you start questioning yourself, which is not even supposed to be the case. But listen, the reason why God allows this person out of your life is because you prayed for a good partner. Okay, you prayed for a good partner, and this ain't it. If they cheat, if they mistreat you, if they whatever it is, whatever the case may be, and it doesn't work out, don't beat yourself up. And that's what we do as women, and I know men out there do the same. Don't beat yourself up. If you're a good man and a woman cheats on you, sometimes it's okay. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to last forever. Just let it be, man. You know, you prayed for a good partner, or you ask the universe, whatever you believe in, you pray and believe that this great person, great partner is gonna come your way, but they didn't. So don't sweat it. Sometimes you're not the problem. It just wasn't meant to be. But those are the reasons why we cheat, men. I'm talking to you men, my boys, with them boys. You know, if you're watching this video, the biggest reason I would tell you personally is emotional disconnect. Once you and your woman are emotionally disconnected, that's it. The second number was what? Revenge. So if we're emotionally disconnected, you just know if somebody else is entertaining them out there, chances of them cheating are very, very high. Or if we're emotionally disconnected and then you go ahead and cheat, chances of them cheating on you are very high too. So those two things are the things that you want to avoid. First of all, emotional disconnect is just the center of it all. If there's none of that, then none of this would happen. But if there's emotional disconnect, there's a problem. I'm not Dr. Love. I'm not here to tell you I know these things for a fact, but this is the research that I have compiled from my friends, from my Instagram family, from even my close friends. And this is the one thing that we have talked about. I have little notes over here. And when a person feels trapped as well, they could cheat. When a person, maybe they didn't love you, but then you messed around and got a baby and they feel trapped. They're just in this relationship because, oh my God, there's a baby, and maybe their past was different and they don't want to leave this baby to feel the way they felt growing up. They feel trapped. Chances of them cheating are very, very high. If you guys don't have a connection, again, an emotional connection, chances of them cheating are very, very high. If they feel like they're financially dependent on you, that's another reason. These are very small reasons. That's why I'm like just swimming, over them. Looking for more sexual partners. This has absolutely nothing to do with the victim. There are people who just like to sleep around. If your partner is that person who likes to sleep around, there's nothing you can do. You chose the wrong partner. I'm sorry, move on. They will keep cheating on you. And they say once a cheat, always a cheat. And for me, if you cheat on me once, God help you if I don't find out. But if I do, that's it. Cut it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I keep saying I can forgive a lot of things, even cheating. Maybe I can't forgive cheating because it never gets out of your head. You're always sitting there like, this person cheated on me and blah, blah, blah. It never gets out of your head. This is one last thing I would like to say. And it could be very, very controversial at this point. But hey, whatever, man. It's my channel, right? Listen, if your relationship with the person you're with right now started with cheating, if he cheated on his woman to be with you and you cheated on your man to be with him, you better really pray. I hope the foundation of your relationship is not right. You better really pray. Ask Jesus, Solomon, King, or whatever, King David, Angel Gabriel. Ask for blessings and just pray, because I don't know how you trust somebody who started this relationship like this if the foundations are so rotten. Like, you think you're gonna be together forever? He's probably gonna do the same thing to you. There's no exception if that is who he really is. And I said again, this could be very, very controversial, but hey, we half the time don't like to hear the truth, but I'm gonna say it anyways. So boys, this is the reasons why we cheat. Leave a comment below if I've forgotten a reason why we women cheat, or we women find it easy to look for a different partner. Let me know. For the men out there, I hope this was helpful. This is why we cheat, man. This is why we cheat. We're sorry. We don't mean to, but if it happens, it happens. And these are the reasons why. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it, and share your comment. I always love to hear from you. I enjoy interacting with you guys. I read your comments and I just laugh. I'm like, damn it, I got the best subscribers in the world. I love interacting with you. So hey, keep it locked. It's your girl Idah. One more time, peace. Enjoy and be kind to one another. Try not to cheat, please, and thank you. Oh no. Okay, this video is officially over. Love you guys. Bye.